Hi folks and welcome along to another Sonic Academy video with me, Phil Johnson, and I'm joined with Chris. Chris, how are you
Hello.
today?
How's we're both bloody pissed off, aren't we? Really?
Yeah, we have been, they've discontinued Skype, which is what we usually use to do our live streams, so we've had to find an alternative route, and so far it's been a pain in the ass.
And it's been stupidly complex to try and get. So what we try and do is send one camera to Phil, my camera to Phil, and then he sends his screen back to me. I'm just trying to do that simple operation and get it into OBS. It's just very, very hard.
Anyway,
Anyway, we're
yes,
here.
competition reveal.
Competition. What are the prizes, young Philip? What can the peoples out there who entered the
I
competition
have
win?
absolutely no idea.
Oh, good. Right. So first place gets 500 squiddly Ds. That is £500 cash sent to your account of choice. Second place gets, I think, £150 worth of store vouchers. And third place gets £50. And first place gets a release on the illustrious, often talked about Sonic Academy Records.
Indeed.
So there you go. So yeah, look, Tech House turns out it was kind of a hard thing to remix. Tech House is
I'll
very
just
stringent, isn't
stop
it?
you there, Chris, for 2 seconds, because I haven't set up. Oh, I have set up Ableton. That's okay. No, carry on. Sorry.
All right, you're
I know what
interrupting me
it
mid
just did
flow
it automatically. Yes.
automatically. So yeah. So you're still testing it. Uh, Yes, so first prize gets 500 quid, then I think 100, £150 voucher, and then £50 vouchers. Tech House, really hard to remix because it's real. Tech House is really just a bouncy bass line, sort of horny, annoyingy type sort of noise, risers, and chopped up vocals. So there isn't a huge amount to work with. You know, trance you would get lots of chords and riffs and pianos, or techno you definitely
I
get
think as
rhythms
well
and
in
stuff.
the
So
in trance genres, there's a sort of breadth of genre from progressive right through to bang and trance. So you've got a bit more scope
yeah.
to place something in a slightly different zone. But I think with tech house, the zone is a bit narrower. So
Well, so yeah, it's a really difficult genre because you have obviously like producers, DJs like James Hype, and I saw a video the other day. I remixed a tune in 15 minutes. I don't think that does anybody particularly much good.
no,
You know, it's not. You can't remix somebody in 15 minutes, and if you are, I don't think it's going to be particularly memorable, and it's going to be a bit throwaway, and it kind of just
yeah.
makes the whole
I
process
think the
of
other thing, tech
making.
house is very much a DJ tool genre rather than a
Yeah,
listening genre. I would say. I mean, I
yeah,
don't.
definitely. It is.
I
I
would listen
mean,
to
it
trance
is
in the
the
car. You know what I mean? I would listen to sort of progressive trance and stuff like that in the car, but I wouldn't stick on a tech house mix. Maybe.
I know I wouldn't, but it seems to be a very hot genre at the moment, and I don't know whether that is because it's easy to make, so it's the first step a lot of people would take into production and go, oh, I can make tech house, and then they maybe move on and go, right now I want to make techno or I want to make something a bit
Yeah.
harder. So yeah, progressive trance and stuff tends to be a lot harder. Techno's a lot of sound design and stuff. So yeah, so I think a couple of people came on and said this is really hard. There was lots of interesting mixes, some very banging ones that we really loved. Uh, so there wasn't a lot to work with, but again, we kind of all decided there was 4 or 5 names that we all on our own picked out and came back with the same four or five.
Yeah.
So there was 4 or 5 standout
Yeah,
tracks.
and we all pretty much agreed on the number one.
Yep,
And
yep. So that was we'll not reveal that just in case you were about to.
oh,
So
go play.
let me just go to just honourable mentions to some of the submissions that didn't quite make it. Mark Patrick, I really liked your
Yeah, I
mix.
noted a couple of
Uh,
down as well. Let me see.
Toshihiro, I really loved because it was like a real dubsteppy, distorted-y,
Um,
angry mix.
Gizmo 25. There was like a nice stabby riff in that.
I was avant-garde. Magnus B, who was in the
Yeah, still think that bass line's absolutely class, but again, I'm not sure whether he took any of our advice on board, and it was
I
still
d-
quite
every
crashy,
time,
and there was a lot of stuff going on.
yeah, every time I played it, it felt noisy. It felt sort of too much for my brain. Uh, and then like HyperX and stuff. I thought was a great mix. So there was, and of course our usual Pink Pamplemousse, who we cannot give any more prizes to because he always turns in an amazing mix.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was all very good. So do you want to play number 2?
Yes, I do.
Let's turn it up here. So why did you like this one?
Clean mix. And who is number 3?
It is Funking Around.
Good bass line.
Just a very solid start. Gets the head bopping. You know, there's no nonsense. Just get straight down to the groove.
Like that wee woo. I really like the way it dropped down here to the bass. Nice wee fills.
Quite a sparse mix.
Yeah.
But what's going on is just right.
How we There's lots of nice, interesting bits and bobs in there.
Oh, lovely. All really interesting. And a slightly different take than the original, but still in the tech house vein.
To break the code. Yeah. To break the code. Yeah. Catch me slipping, now you're in this maze.
Nice build.
Catch me slipping, now you're in this maze. Dancing through the
Nice.
Yep.
Cool.
Good stuff. Yeah.
good.
Great mix.
So-
Well done.
Yay. Oh, do you remember I used to be able to do like balloons and stuff?
Can you not even do
Can't
that anymore now?
So, in second place, so nice little groove on that tambourine, just that nice shuffle.
Tambourine. That's tambourine.
No. Oh, there's tambourine. What would you call that? Hats? All right, close hats.
It's got a slightly more maybe modern feel, sort of.
Yep. Again, lovely, solid bass line.
It's a real head bobber.
Full head bopper indeed.
Yeah, I think we all like this because it sort of moved a bit further away from the original mix. It had its own sort of vibe.
Yeah, had its own sort of.
And who is this by, Chris?
This in second place is Wiener Dreyer.
Okay.
Warner.
Warner.
Werner.
Yeah, loads of atmosphere in that. It's great.
Slightly darker as well, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, very nice. Great mix.
Very cool. Congratulations. We'll be in touch with your prizes. And now for the big reveal. Drum roll.
Drum roll. And we're ready for first place mix.
First place mix.
I really like this. Was just banging.
Yes, this was a different take. So it took it away from the tech house world. And instantly it was like, this still works, still harks back to the original, but it's a really different take. And it was the mix I kept going back to and going, no, I want to check that out again. I want to listen to that again. So well done, Marco Schurer. Lovely pounding rhythms.
It's very creative with the use of the vocals and stuff. It's excellent.
I mean, that little sort of synthy thing is quite spooky and scary. I love it. So let us know in the comments, do you agree with this winner? We all think everyone in the office went and listened, came back and went, yeah, this is the one. So it's the Villa Violet remix by, is it the Villa Violet? Yeah. And by Marco Schurer.
You're loving the names today.
I know. I'm not be called like James and Fred. A really brilliant dark pounding.
Yeah, great track. We'll get to the break. Hold on, let's get to the break. Yeah, excellent stuff.
So
Yeah, really.
not a lot happens in it, but just everything there is right, and just pounding a good take, something a bit different. So yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, good stuff. And what's coming up next on Sonic Academy, Chris?
Sonic Academy. The next thing that you'll be seeing from us is Vela, the official release,
That is true.
coming up, and I can tell you what's coming. Oh, you going to show it? Are you?
What, sorry?
You want to show Vela?
Do I want to show Vela? Sure, yeah.
No, you were playing drums. I thought there was some sort of drums.
I know, it was an accident. It was an accident.
Alright.
It was an accident. There we go. There's Vela with a slightly updated interface. We have some bigger fonts just to make it a bit more readable.
Brilliant.
Since the last beta builds, what else have we got?
EQ curves.
Oh yes, we've got new EQ curves.
Very nice. We've moved ducking.
Yes, ducking is now in its logical place in the signal chain. We have the wee on-off buttons. I think did we do a build with those? I think maybe they were all ready to build.
Maybe we did.
We have our mix modes, so you can go between a classic just crossfade or the send and return mode, where the original signal stays, or the dry signal stays stable, and then it sort of brings up the wet signal almost like a send and return. And we added new stuff to the ducking, didn't we? We've got compressor mode and gate mode now. Compressor mode is a bit smoother, generally speaking. Yeah, I think that's it.
So if you're on the beta program, I think there'll be an update coming today or
Yeah.
so. Today, maybe tomorrow. And then that's the final one, and then we're ready to go. Coming up on tutorial-wise is a much asked about course is Afro House. How to make Afro House is coming with the guy called Sensho, who is amazing. We've a big new Ana pack called Icarus.
That
which
is such a good pack. Can't wait for that to come out.
That is amazing, and that's by Magnus, who does stuff with Anima, all the big melodic techno guys. He's made an amazing pack. We have a new course with Pilask. He's making a really driving tech house. I think he's doing Musica by it's Medusa's other name. Their sort of more driving tech house name, and I can't remember it. And then we have Bitwig, some new Bitwig stuff coming.
Cool.
So yeah, stay tuned.
Go need
for the
some
next one.
trance. We haven't had trance in a while.
We haven't had trance. Let's do a big trance fiesta.
Let's get trance.
Trance.
Get trance
Let's get
back.
trance back. Let's make trance great again. What about that? How about
Yeah.
that? Listen, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be in touch with the winners, and thank you very much to everyone who entered the remix competition. Again, seriously high level of entries, and really interesting, good remixes. We love hearing what you guys can do out there. So look forward to the next one.
Yep,
Phil.
absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see you all very soon.